we're live.
And
That's still
then
gonna take
everyone
too long.
gets
I didn't count down for once. I'm happy I waited till that very point to go live, though, Mike. Thank you.
good job.
I hate you.
Boom.
So, welcome to Dungeon World with Amell week 26.
38.
Actually, it might be 27, actually. I might have been wrong on that, what I put up there. Oh, well. Welcome to Dungeon World, whatever week it is. Last time we encountered the party, they decided to go to the library in Arcadia, which is on the other side of the world map, to find some information on how to resurrect Samuel, along with potentially some other interested things they might be able to find some information on. You guys all decided to go through Green Rock, which was more of like a 12-day trip versus like a 31, 36-day trip by foot. But the issue is that there is a murderer in town. After some investigation, you all decided that there was some issue with rats. And Petrin, doing his investigations, was pulling up floorboards because he found out the rats were under the floorboards, and he found a bunch of tunnels, while Sioris and Kazumi and Sinethel kind of wandered around town and spoke to the guards. In a sense, got a little more leeway, I guess, in a sense, from them, where they're actually approving of you doing this versus just the guards at the front of the gate. So then Limrod decided to go back, find Petrin, see what was going on, and Petrin ripped up the whole floorboard, because there's literally tunnels covering every little track of this. There's like little barriers between them, that's about it. And he pulls up and he finds a tunnel leading over towards Kat's building, or her shop, which would be... we're going to put it this one, right there where I pinged for you guys. That was going to be her shop. So really, this is the one that you guys are at. And Limrod has the idea, after a guard discovers another hole leading the other way. Limrod's like, okay, we're going to smoke them out. Great idea. So he starts a little flame, smokes through both holes, and then the town, you see smoke appearing through every single building. And rats jump out from everywhere, and this is the state of the town at the moment. It is nighttime. You guys have not had a chance to rest. And there are rats rampaging everywhere, eating food, attacking people, fleeing into the water, going everywhere, attacking everything.
I'd like to discern realities.
I too would like to discern reality.
Right, you're both in two separate areas. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Boom.
So, Sierra,
Yes.
you notice there's a lot of rats.
God damn rats. Why'd they have to be rats? Sorry, not the right voice.
Oh my god.
Why'd they
Limrod,
have to be rats?
you too notice there is a lot of rats. So,
Amazing.
Cyrus just wants to start stabbing them on the
So-
ground. It's like, boop,
you see Sierra, he stabs, goes, that's one down.
I don't even say that. Just go.
But it's like, I think I can do this. That's kind of your thought from your 6 minus. Limrod, you just kind of look at them. You might like light one on fire. I'm like, my job is done. Exactly what Limrod would do, probably, knowing him. Like, I help.
I think I'd like to set a barrier of flame that's not burning down houses, but just keeping rats from hoarding like right around into us.
So, okay, so you want to put like flames, kind of like a circle of flames around you. There's torches and stuff out on the street, so you could pull the flames from them and like encircle them, but it's only gonna last for so long.
Can't Mike just run around giving
I'm gonna
all
need
these
a
rats
Zuko fire roll.
hugs with the Corona aura on?
He could, but he's gonna wait to see what other people do.
So I need you to give me a Zuko style roll.
Oh, sure.
He's trying to light the place on fire accidentally.
Oh, I could. Let's see here.
Hey, he will.
Zuko style fire.
I don't have a Zuko fire button. God damn, man.
I'm so sorry.
Wisdom. And make that 0.
Like I said, what a surprise. So you go to
Oops.
put the light. You go to grab you grab the
Oh,
flames
he
from the
did
torch,
a
and you
0.
start to like flame it around, and it kind of starts to surround you. And as it does, you notice that everybody in the entire town, the outer areas, start going dark until it all reaches you in this one little center pivotal point where there's a little like circle of flame, and it just flares up really quick, and then just dies. And the
And now
entire
the
town
entire
goes.
town is
The entire town is dark.
Hey, what happened to the lights?
And you just hear as things are slowly getting closer to you. But you can't really see. So, let's go ahead and go over to the rest of the party. As we see Seor's like stabbing a couple here and there. He's killed like 5 of them.
Hey, did the
And
lights
there's-
go out, by the way?
And the lights, it's now darkness around you. You hear screamings of terror of little women and children out in the distance. You hear people
I
like,
must do
no,
something.
my food.
I'm gonna
Sit
turn
down.
into a bird so I can at least see in the night.
What kind of bird?
Owl? Don't you mean an owl?
I can't turn into an owl, technically.
Well,
It's
then
not-
what
it's not a
nocturnal bird do you turn into?
An eagle can still see in the dark. They have pretty keen eyesight.
Okay,
Alright.
okay.
Seoris is gonna run outside, and then just taunt all the rats and run out of the city.
That's not going to work. You can yell as much as you want. You might be able to pull a few of them, but you're not going to get that
It doesn't
many.
matter. I can lure them into the ocean
Okay.
Hey,
if I roll high enough.
wait, Amell, could he use his taunt into the horn to make his voice louder?
No.
Yes! Look, I rolled a 12.
Good.
I'm going to attract as many as I can into the ocean.
So all the ones surrounding the fountain that you kind of saw are now running towards you.
Yes, running towards the ocean, having them run in.
Okay, you have to run like 4 blocks through a bunch of other rats to do this.
Are they all going to start attacking me too?
Don't know. They may not.
Okay, great. Well, whatever.
So you're going
I'm
to
gonna
grab a
do it.
bunch of the rats, and you're just going to start trying to run. So Kazumi and Sinethel. Sinethel, you morph into a bird. Kazumi, I would assume you probably could see in low light just because you're a kitsune. So you probably can kind of see what's going on. And Sinethel now has nocturnal vision. So, actually, I think Eyes of the Fox is actually a skill, so maybe you don't. Let's find out here. I gotta look up your skills.
You want me to roll like a defy danger? I'm going to suggest
You have Eye of the
con.
Fox, so yeah, you can see in low light. So no, so you guys both just see Seahorse just go running off with like a horde of rats, like probably a group of 20 of like the ones on there, just chasing after him. You can't really see anything, Seahorse, since you have no light. So you're gonna need to give me a defy danger with Dex
My
minus
dex.
2 to see if
Why
you're
Dex?
able to avoid the random boxes on the floors, the other rats, people.
I just want to power through everything, just to run everybody
Power
over.
through the building you're about to
Nah,
run.
this is based more instead of like powering through. You're trying to like keep your footing, so it's a dexterity
Wait.
roll at a minus 2, so that you can't see shit.
Wait,
No, he's already done this. He's already started running off.
damn
It
it.
doesn't matter, dude. I wanted to use a stat I could actually do
I
something
know.
with, and you're like, no.
I wanted to ask you if you had any adventuring gear.
Are you gonna call at him? Because you're an eagle.
Well, I was gonna call to make him stop.
Shut up, stupid eagle.
So maybe you hear, "Caw," as you kind of turn to try to look and find what it is, and you stumble over a person. They're like, and you just hear them scream like, ah, as you can hear rats like swarming on
Right.
top of them.
I pick them up and I start running.
Okay, so you just like,
Yep, they're coming with me. I
Okay.
got no time. I got shit following me.
all right, well these things are slowing. This person is slowing you down as you start to run. They're like
Don't care.
hurting. You can feel like some kind of wet liquid on your like your hand as you start to run.
Whatever, I'm saving them.
But
Okay.
does Seoris have adventuring gear?
I do.
You do? Okay, I'm
So-
flying after you, and I'm going to call at you and point a talon at your adventuring pack, and see
Alright.
if you get the message.
Well,
I'm
you
going to
can't
hand you
see
this-
you
what-
can't see this eagle. I mean, unless he's flying right next to your shoulder, like literally next to you.
I'm flying close.
The wings might
You
be
could hear
batting on
me.
your head.
Not that close.
Stupid bird!
Somebody could hear
I-
me and like.
Hey, birds, get away! As I keep running down the street.
So he
Alright,
starts
I'll
to
fuck off
run.
and go
I
sleep in a
imagine I'm
tree.
somewhere over here.
So Synthel's like, rats, and you just kind of go floating off. Are you literally going to just fly out of town?
I will fly out of town and go sleep in a tree.
So he goes to fly like, I'll deal with this tomorrow. So Synthel just kind of like leaves
Alright.
you after trying to get your assistance. Kazumi, you watched Sierra still running down the street. You watched Synthel fly off into the distance.
Oh, aren't all these rats following me now?
Not all the rats. A good chunk of the
Alright.
rats.
All right,
And that
all right.
little small section of the town.
I am now in a dangerous situation, Aaron.
You
I
were
would
already
like to have my down.
dangerous.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a bunch of rats following me. That's a dangerous situation.
Am I arguing? I already said prior to you being chased by a bunch of rats, you were already in a dangerous situation.
Oh, great. I want to ask my valor question.
Go
then.
ahead.
Okay, let's see what I got here. Valor. Am I acting to protect another in the service of higher ideal? Yes. Are the odds greatly against me? Yes. Am I acting without expectation of reward? Yes. Am I making a reasonable attempt to avoid violence? Currently,
No.
yes.
You stabbed
you
a
already
rat
stabbed
right at the
one.
start. No.
I could say
No.
No,
That was
When
a
you
to the
different
third
situation.
enter a dangerous situation, you literally stabbed a rat.
I could say no to the third question,
All right, whatever.
like without reward. You're
Am
trying
I
to get the
acting-
reward of
Wait,
opening the
wait.
port or something to access a ship to get to
No,
Arcadia.
Go ahead.
that's not like, hey, go slay
is it
this
like a
thing for
greed?
gold.
You
That's a
stabbed
reward.
a
That's a
rat.
great reward.
So the rat one is
Am I
a no.
acting? Am I acting within the law? Currently, yes. So that gives me at least 4, and then I can ask
but
my
you-
cloak of the White Wolf,
you
which
do
are my
one
actions
other
for the
question.
greater good of the world, which is the yes.
Yeah. You're
Which gives me 5 valor, which I'm now going to use.
Not in the worlds of
now I'm gonna
rats.
save.
You're ruining the rat's world.
The rats.
so you
The
call
time of
upon
man is done.
a miracle.
It's the
I
age
made
of the rat.
Yeah, I'm going to perform a miracle of some sort, as they all just follow me to the ocean and then
Let's
die.
have this town just
So
one big
what
city.
do you do? Like what is this miracle? Describe how this miracle happens to get rid of these
I
rats.
run over to the dock, and all of them just run and chase me, and then they all jump into the ocean and then just get eaten by sharks. Lots of sharks.
Apparently there's no
Drown.
sharks. His
Piranhas.
miracle has invented sharks.
Technically, there's a lot of.
So they go. So okay. So you start running towards the docks, and as you do, you just feel like kind of this like divine presence, guiding you. And as you do, you see the 2 docks up in the front. You were thinking about going towards the one on the right. Instead, you shift to the one to the left.
right.
As you do, you go to dive into the water as all these rats start following. You see more and more following behind you. Limrod, Kazumi, you all just start to see them stop and turn and like look. And you maybe Kazumi, you catch like some kind of like piercing noise that you maybe into your ears. It's kind of like attracting you, like to maybe go
'Cause-
towards the water. And Limrod, you see just barely in front of you, just because of your little slight glowing light. You just see the rats that were kind of like swarming towards you, just turn and start running. Siorsen jumps into the water and like grabs onto like the dock, and as it does, all these rats just flow over your head into the water, where they just start swimming like off into the distance.
Aimlessly, like lemmings.
This happens probably for a good. You're like literally holding on for probably a good 10, 15 minutes. And
Me?
these- oh yeah, as these rats are just
That's-
pummeling over your head.
Is this all the rats in the town?
This would be all the rats in the town. So and they just go
Uh,
swimming off. into the
So, at
distance.
what point does a pile form and the rats no longer drown and they just crawl on top
No,
of the
they
other
can
rats?
swim. Rats can swim, so they just start swimming off into the distance.
Rats can tread water for like 2 days.
Limrod would like. Really wish that he had his stone right now, but it's besides the point. They're swimming off into the distance. I would like to cast ritual.
Okay, there's no place of power in this town.
I am a place of power.
You are
Aaron.
not a place of power.
We've had this discussion like 3 times.
I will pray to my God that whoever has caused this calamity on this town is
Mhm.
punished.
Okay,
That'd be you.
so you so you go to
Not the calamity of all the rats actually being in this town. Whether it's
Oh.
the actual townspeople themselves through neglect or if it's a singular entity.
Do you go to a local church, or do you just do right and as these rats all run away, you just kind of get down on your knees, or maybe you just stand up? How do you pray to your god? It's more of a
My
proper
eyes go
question.
into the back of my head.
All right, so you're
Gross.
you're just standing there. Do your arms go limp? Are they up in the prayer thing, or what? Or you just roll and then I pray.
No, yeah, they just roll.
So he's standing in the middle of there, right next to you, Petra, and his eyes just roll back, and you start hearing little mutters from his mouth as he's making his little prayer. You
I
can't hear what he
poke him.
says.
I poke him.
So
His
As
finger burns.
Burns alive.
Comes back with a nub.
it's kind of like one of those little when you touch the stove. It's damn it. You kind of react back violently a little because he's a little hot right now, and which is typically how he is, just not in the good-looking sense, the other sense. And he makes his little prayer to Serenere as he's standing there. Kazumi, you have shifted into your normal form. So
Did you narratively
Wait.
move our characters?
you guys can, if you guys want, you can. So I was actually gonna ask what you're doing. So what are you doing?
Friend.
Red has now officially disappeared.
So I'm still praying, unless otherwise you say so.
Okay.
But after we're done praying, I'm going to probably tell the townsfolk to make preparations, fill the holes with like a cement type of liquid. They'll become hard so that rats can't immediately go right back under, as well as make preparations and give them better idea of what to do to prevent rats. And then I guess I'll insist cats, even though I'm sure Moko's character will insist dogs to protect the town.
I don't care. I'm currently in the ocean right now, having rats run over me.
He is. He's kind of stuck there. for the
Yeah,
moment.
either cats or foxes to protect the town would probably be good if they train them.
Right. So it looks like, Kazumi, you headed over towards the check on Petrin and Limrod.
I'm asleep at this point.
Yeah. Synthil's off in the distance in a tree, sleeping.
Completely fucked off.
And I'll also ask Kazumi if she's spoken to the rocks at all.
No, Limrod, I have not spoken to the rocks yet.
Haha, she says yet, which means she's going to.
Okay. It's more of just an in-game memo.
As you shift out, your eyes shift back. That's the first thing you like. So Kazumi, how about the rocks?
Yeah, exactly, just like that. So how about them rocks, huh?
Okay. So the three of you are in town. You still see the last maybe little trail of rats like running towards the dock, as there's only a few rats now jumping over you, Seorus. And as you start to like climb out of the water, what are the three of you doing? Petrin, Limra, and Kazumi.
Petrin has no clue what's going on and is just going to knock back an arrow and shoot one of the last rats that are trying to head towards the water.
So you just one.
I am going to set, at the very least, I'm going to try and get light back up at the pier.
Okay.
Fire across the pier so that they're all lit back up around there in case something starts to come back.
Sure, that's fine.
At least the Naga get food, right? The Naga aren't picky, I don't think.
Yeah,
And-
except rats are great swimmers.
So Limerick
I
has-
just realized-
They are really good.
So are Naga.
You're lighting torches on your way. Limerick, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. You just do it.
You're damn straight. I pull
So
out my big lighter and I light my fucking torches.
So Petrin picks up this rat on his arrow and looks at it. Does it just look like a normal rat? There's
Give me
nothing
discern
special.
realities.
Okay. 2d6 plus wisdom, which I have that much.
You may ask your 3 questions about the rat as you inspect it.
Okay. I need to pull up the thing. It's been a while. Basic moves. Discern realities. I guess what here is useful or valuable to me?
It's a dead rat. I mean,
I know,
you
but
can
I'm
eat
looking
it.
more for information.
Useful value. You're not gonna find anything really useful or valuable from a rat in that sense. Especially since it's dead.
Where is she?
What here is not what it appears to be.
As you're like looking and investigating, you're kind of moving back the fur, and you notice boils once again on it. You assume this rat is infected with some kind of disease, or at least helping spread a disease potentially.
Okay. So I stopped touching it, but keeping it on the arrow.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't think this would count, but I want to say who's really in control here, but I don't think that would work.
It's a
Limrat.
dead rat.
Limrat's
There's
in
no way
control.
you could find out who's
Yeah.
controlled by it from a dead rat.
Oh,
What should I be on the
but
lookout
I
for
have
then?
one. We have a live rat.
Yep,
What-
that's
what should we
slowly
be on
drowning
the-
inside of a pool of inside of a lake.
No,
Inside
no,
of a
you
bag.
said I wasn't completely in the water.
I know.
I'm
You,
not
maybe that's
halfway.
what you're holding
yeah.
up.
Yeah, it's like.
Oh wait, no. Okay, so he's holding onto the thing, and he's holding onto the person. Where's that rat?
Person?
Yeah, he said he picked up the
Oh,
person.
the back.
Yeah, the person just is swimming in the water with him.
Oh,
That's
okay.
simple enough.
So
mean,
I want to say what
Swimming
It's
away
a fishing
with the
village.
rats because of the whole one.
what should I be on the lookout for? Is my last question then.
What should you be on the lookout
That was
for?
awesome.
You should be on the
You could
lookout for the guards that are now like streaming through the cities and like looking around because they're trying to figure out what was going on. And
Okay.
there's still those two guards that are right next to you guys from when you like, we're gonna smoke out the house, so people know what's going on.
So we should murder them, is what you're saying.
No.
So I take the rat off
do what
the
you want.
arrow. Does this arrow now have
All right.
poison
Give me a
on the tip?
danger with your con.
Can't use my boot.
You didn't specify it.
That's what I was thinking in my head.
We'll say it out loud next time.
Yeah, Aaron, read his mind.
All right. You are now weakened and sickly.
Oh, good. 2 debilities. Even though the fucking lion only got 1 debility.
Rat
This
plague.
is so fair.
Rat plague.
It's just like you picked up where you left off with Samuel, man, with all your
Yep.
abilities.
So I'm weak in what?
And sickly, which should be con, I think.
Yep. Cool. So I'm just gonna lay down and make a new character.
Sounds good.
So
Or-
I'll
or-
see you
or you
guys in
just
about
drink-
20 minutes.
Or you just drink, 2 potions. As you all kind of like, it doesn't really take effect right away. So for now, you kind of feel fine. But when you rest tonight is when it's going to start taking effect. You're gonna
with my
John, you
0
don't see
healing
like a cleric or
potions.
something?
Well, you have a healer, right? You have a healer, a minstrel / priest.
You need
Our
like a
fucking
cleric,
NPC
or you
is
need a
garbage.
cleric with either a cleric or you're going to need healing potions.
There's a
That's-
All right.
cleric in the town, so go see the fucking cleric, Dan.
All right. So, Seahorse,
That
you
is
finally
true.
get out of the water. The rat is still
Right.
in the hand. It's still trying to like panically get out of the bag that you had that you kept above water during the whole rat invasion over your head.
Punching it, just
All right, you knock
Knock
it
it
back out, and it goes limp.
boom.
You're not sure if it's dead or not.
Are the
Hopefully
people
not.
gathering
You're not
at, like,
making me
the
roll
town
for it.
spot?
I think people are more trying. You kind of see people surrounding the area, just like more checking out their own stuff to see what they've lost, what damage has been done. There's not
like
really
a-
a town square they're gonna go.
It's like
I
a
mean, they could go to the
tsunami
fountain,
went
but
through.
they're
Everyone's
more
seeing
concerned with
the
their own
damages on
things
their own
right
stuff.
now and checking up on their own people
So-
than they are on like, let's go meet up and see what happened.
While all this is
Alright.
going on, if they aren't all grouped together, I have my shield out and I'm like banging on it to get people's attention and letting them know to fill up the holes in the bottom of their house.
They look at you like,
If they are confused, I'm gonna yell at them, "Fix your filthy houses so that the rats don't get back under them."
and
Do I have to make a charisma roll? They're peasants, man.
Go ahead and make the roll, because I really don't believe that. I don't, even with a good roll, not even a lot many are going to really believe you. You need to roll extremely high.
I will burn down a house if it is not fixed by the
Fucking-
end of this.
By the way, Aaron,
so
since I
they-
saved
one
that
of
one
them
guy,
walks up to you as he says this. So you get most of them like, okay, let's find out what that was. The other guy comes in and goes, and how are we supposed to fill him up? They
I
look at
say,
you. You have the answers,
I-
apparently.
I ask him, "Do you not have a way of filling it up?"
He looks at you and goes, there's dirt under there. I can get more dirt.
Oh, you can get more dirt.
Yeah. And how long
Then-
are you giving us? Oh,
then
sir,
if you
Mr.
can't fill
I
it
light
up,
stuff on fire.
then get more dirt. Otherwise, I can burn some of the wood of your house to fill the holes.
He looks and goes, oh, and how much time do we have to do this? Because, we have to leave town.
I tell him
collect
at
the
the
dirt
snap of my
with
finger,
this
I can burn your house down.
Oh, so it's pointless. And he just walks away. Because it's literally pointless for him to try to go out and shovel dirt to then bring back inside because you're like, I'm just going to burn your house down now. If I want.
And is there anyone else around us?
Oh, there's plenty of people. Everybody in town's outside their house because they're all filled with smoke.
I'd like to
From
whisper
somebody.
in his ear.
So you
I'd like
come
to
up behind
whisper
him
in
and
his
like-
ear, and
like,
I'm going to.
So
I'm
how do
going
you
to-
do this? Do you walk up right behind him, or do you turn him around and grab him, like pull him
No,
towards you?
I'm like,
What do you do?
hey, and I act like I'm trying to console him. So anyone who looks is like, hey, everyone's having a hard time type of look, like where
Okay.
I'm coming up behind him, and then I whisper something in his ear, and I'll message it to you after I make my roll.
Of
Okay, make
course.
your roll.
Yes. Which one was it? Firebrand.
He's gonna fail horribly.
I might, but
You-
Aaron will be the one to spin it.
9. So they believe it for the next couple days. Day
All
or
right,
two.
so I'll message it to you.
Okay.
Because that'd
Alright.
be too cool for
So
the
that is
people to
what
know.
Limra is doing. So you're kind of maybe walking back. And what's everybody else doing? So,
Real quick, I
Yeah.
wanted to say I get a hold point for no good deed for saving the dude.
You see
I
that
think
the
plus
guy
one.
died a while ago.
yeah,
Because
he's
I-
dead and floating in the lake.
I also
Alright,
get
he's
plus
fine.
one to my next roll for following my code.
He's very injured as you help him out. He's bleeding from multiple bite marks.
All right, take him to the cleric.
Which means he's also sick.
So you're starting. Yeah, you hear he's coughing a little bit. But it's more of just blood because of how damaged he was from all these rats that were swarming him. There's actually a bunch of people you see on the way that are they have wounds. Some are on their face, some are on their chest. It's not the prettiest sight as you're going through. Everybody's really, really injured, hurting, or they have a lot of their food has been eaten. Or if it
I
hasn't
sent you
been
the
fully
message.
eaten, then it's been eaten partially by the rats, and no one wants to eat that. Okay.
So Petron's gonna go and see how the church cleric area is.
All right. So you go towards the church cleric area.
I also like to know where the church
Go
cleric
ahead and
is.
give me
Like about my character.
a wisdom roll.
Wait, is this the actual church here?
Now I'm gonna use the thing on the right with the little trees and stuff.
Okay.
So Petron, as you're walking, let's meet a little bit before you get there, because Petron was closer initially. As you get there, Petron, you notice that there's no smoke coming from the church, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of damage surrounding it either. It seems like it might have been untouched. As you go
But
in,
why?
would you like to discern
Does
realities?
Petron think that's odd?
Would you like to discern realities?
I'd love to.
8. You may ask one question.
Only one.
Why the fuck isn't this church touched?
If only I could just ask
If
that
only someone
question.
had the inspectacles.
Yes, if anyone that only had those items that
That really
What?
good item
we're not
that
talking about.
got rid of, yes.
What here is not as what it appears to be.
What here is not what it appears to be? That's
Yeah, I was between that and who's in control.
I think who's in control is probably an easier one for me to answer, but let's not hear what it appears to be. I guess the easiest way we'll go with is you do notice that they have a stone wall along their area, and really the only spot that's not covered in stone is the door. So, and there's presumably always someone standing guard there. So there was no real way for the rats to get in, because you maybe assume that the stone is so deep that they couldn't dig under it in any effective way.
Well, I look. What do I see? Because I don't really want to be touching a whole lot.
You just are you walking in? You see a door. There's a guard there, standing there. It's one of the
Is
city
he in the
guards.
way of the door?
No, he's standing next to it.
All right. So is it possible for me to open this door without using my skin? Because I don't want to touch anything, knowing that I'm sick now. Because we already got sick
You
before
don't
from the other
know
place.
specifically you're sick yet until you rest.
What do you mean I don't know?
I was saying,
the
you-
boil thing happened before.
You touched yes,
Petron assumes.
But did you remember that I mentioned that you really don't start feeling sick until after you go to rest tonight?
You told me that. You didn't tell my character that. My character just knows it's gonna be sick.
Your character's gonna know that.
Your character does not know it's
No,
sick
he
yet.
does not.
Dude, we faced boil things, and then the lion got sick instantly.
I didn't get sick at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's because you didn't touch any, somehow.
I don't get muggle diseases.
So right now you're not.
Fine.
Right now you're not
Just-
entirely sure that you are or
Just
not.
fucking forget it then. He doesn't go to the church. He just lays down on the ground and make a new character. Boom, done.
I give up.
So
What was me?
you can still go to the church and make an assumption to have them check you out. That's reasonable, but
Yeah, that's what I'm fucking doing.
yes, which I wasn't arguing. I'm just saying that you don't necessarily like. You're not trying to avoid touching shit because you don't know whether or not you're sick. I mean, these rats have been. And you also assume that these rats have been in this town for a while, and that touching like inanimate areas that the rats have touched probably isn't gonna get
Right.
anybody else sick either.
How about we just confirm that Petron's a germaphobe?
No. So you
Problem
go. You
solved.
walk in. So you're probably like a block away. Before you as you see Petron walk in there. Petron, you walk in. It's a nice looking church. Nice white gold brass top to it. Circular, kind of like the ones that were in Glassboro. You would recognize since it's so close. It would make sense that it has some of the same architecture. And there's nobody like at the doorway to the church, but you can go inside if you wish.
Sure, I'll go inside.
So you push the door open. You see, looks to be probably one of the most disturbing images you've ever seen. You go in and there's just people crying and screaming. There's blood everywhere on the church floor as these clerics are trying to heal these people that were
Is that
severely injured.
disturbing?
Yes, for him it's disturbing. Maybe not for you, Mister. I'm a salamander and I murder things daily. But it's I mean, there's parts of their like body that have been like ripped off. Their clothes are in tatters. And you step into this.
Okay. So, I find it
He throws
disturbing.
up an open wound.
Okay.
I have no way of helping these people.
Yeah,
I actually have no. I have nothing.
Ooh, okay, so you have no way to help the people, but you are there to help yourself.
That's the thing that counts.
According to Serenity, and Mike's version of Serenity at least, which might not be the true version of her.
Do
So,
I see a cleric that doesn't look really, really busy?
all of them look really busy, but you probably could like try to stop one really quick by like, hey. Or you could choose to wait.
How long would I have to wait?
I don't know. Your character
Do
doesn't
you-
know how long you gotta wait.
Can
More people could get dragged in.
Can he assume that one of these people are about to be like helped enough where they can just go away and rest, and I can just talk to a cleric, or do I definitely feel like I need to interrupt to talk to these people?
At this very moment, you feel like you need to interrupt. You probably could wait and see and try to maybe keep an eye on like a specific one until you look like they're done, and then you walk over to them.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I don't really want to interrupt healing someone who's wounded.
So you go down, you go sit down to wait. A couple minutes go by, and Sioris, you walk in with this injured man, and you just hear, you look and you see the same exact like picture of what's going on. You hear them go, "We got another one!" As they like one of the clerics and like some one of the city watch like grab the person off your shoulder and start like carrying him over.
I think being a veteran of wars and military, that doesn't affect him as much as other people.
Okay.
Like, sure, he might be a little like,
Ugh.
this is horrible, but he's not gonna be like grotesque, like sickened by it.
Right.
He's like, it's war. I do want to offer services to them in any way I can help.
They go. They kind of put you like help with the bandaging of people after they've been healed by the clerics, and they kind of like send you off to like a side little spot to go help.
And then I go do that.
Okay, so that's what you go to do. Kazumi, you've been kind of in town. Where are you at? What are you doing?
I did chase the rats to the docks,
Okay.
but they're in the water, so. And I guess I noticed Theoris going to the church.
Okay. Does Kazumi like water? Like, would she swim?
I guess.
All right, just curious. This is for future information for myself. So, okay. So you go, you see Sarah, you start just kind of following him. You see him go into the church. Do you follow, or do you choose to go do something else?
That church, like, has bad memories. Like, when I was charmed.
Okay. So you're like, you just stay away from this thing. Yeah, because they weren't very nice to you. Oh, no, he was nice to you, but There was other things happening that where you kind of like, ugh, why did I do that?
He's so dreamy.
That's the exact image you have as you walk. You're like, oh.
Ugh.
So you decide
Vomit in my mouth.
to maybe go. Do you decide to go back towards the inn? Maybe get a good night's rest. Do you want to look around the town, find something maybe you could, sneak or steal? Maybe find someone to help out.
What time of day is it?
It's night. It is dark.
It's probably like 3 a.m.
Nah, it's probably closer to midnight, but yeah, it's night. You guys have been doing a lot.
I think I'm gonna go to the inn.
Okay. So you head back to the inn. Citadel, you're still sleeping in the tree. It's a really nice and comfy tree. You've really been enjoying. You made a really nice nest during this time. So you're happy as an eagle.
It's a nice nest.
Yep. And then Limra, what are you doing?
I'm incinerating all the bodies and corpses
Nice.
to
So
maintain
either-
at least a much healthier environment.
Okay. So you have one person come up to you, Limra, and they're like, "No!" And they slam, like this little kid slams like their fist onto your chest. And like, just stop! Quit burning them! Is they keep hitting? What do you do?
I tell them that I have to release them from their bodies so that they can be born again into this world.
They go, "No, we have to bury them, as our God says. If not, their souls are lost forever."
Who is their god?
Yeah, I asked the child, whose god, who was this person's god?
SC2, as they keep smacking you, like trying to get you to put the fire out.
All right, I will heat up the body to a point where no biological thing could survive, but it doesn't incinerate them.
Gotcha. So you just like superheat the body.
Yep.
And then
Petrify.
flames out. Okay. They kind of they start crying, like they're like sitting on your foot, but crying because one of them was their mom.
Okay, I
Heartless.
just continue on.
I figured. That's kind of how it works with you. So the night goes through the rest of the night. Petrin, you do find a cleric at one point that after he finishes like healing one person's arm back to like normal, to offer his services to check you out and potentially cure you. It is going to cost you 75 coins to remove both abilities. If not, it'll be 50 for the one.
50 for the one? That's so fucking expensive.
Well, it's
Dude, it's a
not.
deal. Get
That's a deal.
both.
Dude, get it twice.
Do I have gold? I don't have anything written down.
You need to clean that dirty
If
ass.
you
feel
don't
like
have,
I feel like my
gotcha.
character would have started with a certain amount.
Nope, 'cause
Because
you're
we
level
didn't-
1.
I feel
know,
like
I mean,
cheap
buddy,
parlor tricks with your line
need to
could get
know-
you some
It's fine.
coins in the street.
I was gonna say, Seorus, you see Petrin looking for his money bag, which he thought he had on him, but maybe a little thief in the town
Hey,
stole from him
Petrin.
potentially.
What are you looking for there, lad?
My sack of gold. It's missing.
That'd be a problem here. These services aren't quite cheap. Maybe you could offer them a trade, help the sick for some treatment. Maybe they'd be inclined to do that if you ask.
As he's binging.
If
on
not,
that
come
person's
find
leg.
me. I go back to doing what I'm doing.
As he goes back down with him. So he's like, you want to try to offer them trade, your services, helping the people out to get cured? Or did you want to try and just ask Seorus for the 75 gold?
Seorus doesn't seem like the person who would just give me money, or at least to Petrin, after what he just said. He seems like he more wants hand-on stuff.
Just speaking on the character, I'm giving him an opportunity to serve the weak.
Which
And then
is
if
your
he can't,
code.
or if they're unwilling to do it, then I'll be like, all right, I'll help you out. I'm not completely heartless.
Right.
Keywords completely.
Okay, so... Yeah, if you can help me, I'll definitely help out these people. But let it be known that we faced against some... Do you know what a harpy is?
They look at you kind of quizzically. And
Lad, I was there.
Okay,
No.
think of a giant bird, but humanoid, and it wants to kill you.
He
So
has
we
an image of birds with arms.
Yes. And so those things had boils on their faces and had this weird disease that I have not encountered. And I inspected one of the rats, and that's why I'm here. And the rats also had the boils.
No. troubling sign, but diseases do happen in nature. They are a commonish occurrence. I wouldn't be too concerned if it's only, two little things here and there.
Humanity's the current disease.
As
I don't
Limrat
think this
walks
is
in and
natural.
says that and walks right back out.
I don't think this is natural.
So he goes, well, I have no way to inspect it. I can cure you of it, but I cannot. There's not much else I can do for you. He goes,
Then-
if
Sure.
if you stay up and you assist everybody tonight, then I will cure you for free now because I can't have you touching people with the disease. I have to cure you beforehand. But if you
Okay.
leave, I will be sending the guards after you. So he goes, he puts his hand on where you he puts it on your forehead, and you just kind of feel this surge of energy just rush through you, curing you of the disease that was going to be plaguing you pretty badly coming up here shortly. And you will spend the rest of the night, so you won't be able to rest, assisting with bandaging, applying poultices and herbs that the church gives you to give to these people. Seriously, are you going to spend the entire night also assisting, or are you at some point going to take stop and go and sleep?
I'm gonna go rest. I've
Alright.
done some work here.
Okay.
I encourage Petron to do what's right,
Cool.
and then I leave.
Cool. So
After I leave a sizable donation of
remember, I
500
would
gold.
assume after you finish decontaminating these bodies, you go and rest.
You did hear me, right?
Yeah, I guess I will kind of go around and see if there's anything else strange.
There's not really. I mean, the town's kind of quieted down over the night since it's been a couple hours of you burning, decontaminating bodies, them assisting people. It's probably
Then
3
I'm
o'clock in the
probably
morning at
going
this point.
to sneak off to find Sioris in secret and then blow the whistle.
Okay, so. Give me. We're gonna kind of go with a luck check on this one. Roll me.
Oh, let me roll my luck.
Give me a 2d6, plus your bond with Seahorse if you have any.
I have 3 bonds with Sioris.
You have 3?
You
I don't have
seriously?
3
I was like, you liar.
What? How
I
have
have-
fucked with Seahorse
You
today?
have what, one?
Have I fucked with Seahorse today? How was Seahorse's
No.
reaction to fucking with him?
I just have 1, so 2d6 plus 1.
What is he trying to do again?
10. So, okay, conveniently, as you finish burning the bodies, you're probably doing it over by one of the portcullis, by the doorways, probably off to the right side. And
I'm
as you start walking
sneaking
in,
up to him so he doesn't see me coming, but
Right. You
I'm
see
not
Si-
going to be too hidden after I blow the whistle.
Right now, you see Sioris turn the corner at right here and start heading towards the inn, which is the greenish building down the bottom by the fountain. And you start you see him and you go, and you're blowing a whistle. So, how close are you to him when you do this?
If I can get there without him noticing, right next to his ear.
You know what? Sure, we're just gonna let it go. He
I
just
don't
kinda-
get a chance to avoid him blowing a whistle in my ear.
It's not gonna be. It's not loud.
It's
It's
not
like
like a thing. It's just so that you're like, what the fuck?
You kind of turn. You look at Limrod as you see the grass whistle in his hand.
This is literally what I would say. I'd be like, Little Rot, why the fuck are you blowing the whistle in my ear without even looking or turning? Because I know what the whistle sounds like.
You do know what that sounds like. You used it forever. Okay, so you have Actually, I was gonna do this in the morning, but I'll just do it now. So at that same point, you see the guard captain once again walking, patrolling along the area, and he comes up to you both and goes, "Oh, I see you two are out lazing about. The rest of them.
I was just at the church helping the weak and sick.
That's good."
Just helping the whole village get rid of the rat problem.
He goes, "The rat
I-
problem was over hours ago." As he looks at you, Limrod, he goes, I didn't see you do anything."
They were diseased. We also got them out of the village. I
Yes,
incinerated the
Oh,
rat bodies.
They were diseased, were they? How do you know they were diseased?
Because we can look at the rats, you
Because we're humans and rats are
Commander
filthy creatures.
thing.
Oh, okay, so you just assume that they were diseased. Gotcha.
Oh, yes.
Could you identify a diseased rat if you even saw one?
He goes, looks at you and goes, "Could you?"
I probably could, yeah.
I tell them I
Those things
don't
just
think
don't
I've ever
naturally-
seen a town so infested with rats and not have diseases.
They kind of look and go, "Well, Everybody's been healthy for a good long while here. We had that occasional death that happens, but we never had a rat problem like this until you guys showed up.
Yeah, we made the
problems
rats
happen-
appear under this village. I tell them, listen, you
Do I
obviously
need to
did
take
not-
that? Do I need to
Limrock,
take
you
that
need to shut up
as
before you get yourself into some trouble
admittance of
there.
guilt?
Huh?
Do I need to take that as an admittance of guilt?
I put my hand
Yeah,
over
thanks, Phil.
Limrock's
I-
mouth. Like, I don't listen to the lad. He just likes to cause trouble. Most of the words out of his mouth aren't quite honest.
Yeah, you
I
can
cough
never really
and say
trust a snake.
ungrateful.
As I just like smack him.
He
Just
goes.
boop.
And then you burn your hand.
He goes.
Whatever.
"Well, the rats are gone
Use
now,
valor.
but we still have a murder on our. We need to catch. So.
Hey, we're
Get
gonna
some-
ask.
get
Have you
some
made any
rest.
headway with that?
No, not really. We're still.
Any new information?
to be fair,
Any information?
he looks and goes. To be fair, there was a bunch of rats we had to deal with, so it's been kind of our more concern right now was dealing with the whole rat issue. And then we'll
Hey,
get back
we've
the
gone to a
murder in the
better
morning.
place.
So it's time to sleep, and we'll get back to it in the morning.
From one rat to the next. I'll ask them if they've actually made any progress on the murder, as in like if they've questioned anyone or anything else. Like, do they have any leads to assist in finding the murderer?
We have nothing new from what happened prior to seeing you last time.
This guy sounds sketch as fuck.
It's only been
just
like
saying.
4 hours, guy, or like it's probably been like 6 hours
Sounds
since you last
so
saw him.
fucking sketch.
And Aaron, you said that there were multiple murders.
There has been there was only the one so far, but there has been other like
No, they're
deaths
murderers.
in
You
the
said murderers. Murderers is a plural term. Therefore,
Sorry.
there has to be more than one.
past. Then
Yes.
yes. I can't remember what I said the last time, but yes, there's been a couple.
Are you able to map out where these murders occurred?
He looks and goes, "Yeah, we can get you a map in the morning."
Okay.
So he goes, "You two have a good night," and he looks at you, Sears, and goes, "Keep him in check."
As I give him like a look, just like a nod.
And they just walk on, and then you guys head
I-
back to the inn, right? Or you
Limrock, as we're walking back, Limrock, that seemed kind of strange to you that he would just randomly show up.
After blowing the whistle? No, that didn't make it seem strange.
But no, it's how he talked to us. It did seem kind of off or odd to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's strange. I don't really know who to kill around here right now.
That was weird. I don't know who really to kill right now. Of course you don't.
And I look at him, I put my hand on my shoulder, I'm like,
that
I
is
know who
literally-
not to kill,
with ya.
though.
That's literally what
What would I
Metalath
do with
says
you?
to you. He goes,
If I wasn't
"You
here
don't know
for
who
you,
to kill right now."
if I wasn't
course.
here to watch you, you might do something stupid.
No, there'd just be less towns.
Ugh. I never understand. What makes you want to burn down all these cities?
Ask Abraham. He might know.
You look and see the good in people, and I see that there's good people, but I know that there will always be more people. These people, their town is, their situation with the rats was an issue caused by themselves.
Do you believe this because of your own nature and your own personal history? As we're walking back to the inn, having this conversation.
I tell them that I've seen a lot of generations of humans eradicate other generations of humans.
But what about your species?
I eradicated my species.
Oh, you eradicated your species.
Really, lad? Why would you kill your own kind? Just for the fun of it.
I paint out a picture for him of the ice dragon, and the actual battle that occurred, and that my character snapped, and I guess tapped into some power that is very rare, but I had no control over. So that'll hopefully intertwine with his knowledge of when I blacked out that one time.
With the gigantic
Alright, that's
firestorm.
cool. I got it.
And then all ending with the necklace, pretty much.
What necklace are you talking
You might want
about
to
there?
explain. I don't think they have a clue what the necklace is.
Oh, I pull up the necklace that I've had around my neck, and I guess for the first time, you'll see that there is there's a chain around it, and the chain is molten. But at the end of it, when I lift it up, there is a black diamond made of ash, and I tell them that it's my people completely compressed into a black diamond. What was left of them.
This is the first time.
That's oddly morbid of you. I think you need to learn to let go and just move on.
Well,
But
they
that's a
travel
problem
with
for
me,
another day.
Let it go. Watch it go. Turning into Sean Connery.
Well, I did escape to the tower to try and get away from my issues, so now I'm working to go back and do stuff.
Logan's
Destroy-
literally sleepy.
Did we actually lose him?
I'm not sleeping.
All right. Well, now everybody is
I'm
rested.
resting my pupil.
Wait,
You were sleeping. That's impressive.
we didn't sleep yet, did we?
You're going to sleep right now.
Did Kazumi do something before she slept?
She kind of followed and was like going to go into the church. She's like, Evo. And then she walked away.
She went to
She
the
didn't
inn.
talk to the rocks.
No, she did not talk to the rocks.
I need to go do something beforehand.
What are you doing
I-
really fast? Let's fast forward this.
I'm going to go. I'm going to play a practical joke on Kazumi.